Welcome back to Not Real Fishing, everybody. And today I'm a mess trying to get all my stuff together, but I forgot my coffee cup is there. But today we are going to be going to it's been a while since we've been there, but there's that pond that's off well, it's off Torchwood for me, but y'all don't know where that is unless you live in Wilmington. But there's a pond we've been to, and I forgot what I called it, but it's a pond that I've gone to a lot before work back in the day. Caught a lot of nice bass there. We're gonna go there. It's where I went fishing with my dad, and we caught that one really big bass like probably 3 years ago now, maybe 2. It was back during COVID, when he got COVID and got real sick. So we're going there this morning, but they built a new highway beside it, which is why there was so much construction there. And what I didn't know is that right on the other side of that like big hill there's a whole nother pond that's even bigger. And I think I have a parking space, not parking space, but a spot I can stop to park at so we could fish it. And that's the goal, is we're gonna try to fish that pond this morning. If I get there and it looks like really shallow on one side and I have to walk all the way over to the other side, I probably will just go to the spot we've been to many times before, because I don't have a lot of time to fish, because I have some people coming over today to play some dice throwing, so I need to be home to straighten the house up and all that. Before that, it's currently, I think right now it's like 6:30. Or maybe it's, no, I think it's 7. I don't know what time it is. It's time to go fishing is what time it is. And so we're gonna go there. We're gonna be using the I think we're gonna use the Imago. I might bring the Roto as well, just in case I decide to target bluegill, because that rod is more fun to fish for bluegill with, because it's lighter and, you know, it's just more fun. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And so yeah, I'll meet you guys at the water, and I'll, you know, catch up with y'all there. What is that? All right, guys, we've made it to the spot. I was gonna go fish the new one, but I didn't see a good parking spot. We'll have to reconvene at a later date to figure that out. So we've been here quite a few times. What we're gonna do is just start here at the corner as usual and work our way around to the middle, and then probably work our way down the back side through all the rocks. So what we got tied on is just a little ouch, man, so many thorns. What we've got tied on is a little marabou minnow, and the color is olive. I'm a big fan of that color, especially for the area that I live in. But yeah, so that's the plan. But before we get fishing, we're gonna say a little prayer, and then we're gonna get our day started. So yeah. So God, we thank you for this day, and we thank you for everything you've given us. And I pray that we may do things today that strengthen and nourish our bodies, and not nourish our bodies, I'm saying the wrong prayer, I've got my head all mixed up. That we do things that would bring us closer to you, and that we may live in a life that honors you. And for anybody out there who doesn't know you, I pray that you're able to reach out to them and let them know your grace and the sacrifices you've made for us. And we just thank you for that sacrifice that you made, because through your son's, you know, sacrifice for us, we're able to have the life that we have. And I just pray that if anybody out there doesn't know you, gets to know you, and that, you know, you may use me as a vessel today to just do the things that honor you, and then in your name we pray. Amen. All right, guys, so now that that's ready and we're all ready to go, let's see if we can get us some fish today. This minnow is a little raggedy, but I think it'll still work. I do know there's some nice sized bluegills in this pond too. I've caught some really big like shell crackers and such here. I should not have put my rod down here. There's so many thorns, it's just instantly tangling everything up. But hey, they actually look like blackberry thorns, but anyway, all right. Don't want to forget our line spool. Alright, let's get it, guys. We're going to start here in this corner, just because it's a really easy spot to get to. Now, I have no idea what to expect. It's been a long time since I fished here. And generally when I fish here, I don't use... That was quick. That was quick. Little old bluegill, guys. Absolutely pretty little guy. We're gonna get him to the water edge. We're gonna let him go. That was very quick, which is good. I don't wanna... Quick fish means that they're hungry. We want hungry fish. Generally when I fish this pond, I have better luck with insect patterns than I do with minnow patterns, but I still figured we'd give it a try. First little bass of the day. Not real big, but first little bass of the day. Oh, easy, bud. I don't want to drop you on these rocks. There we go, guys. First little bass of the day. Come on, camera. Kind of small, but still fishy. I'll let him go. Dang, he moves so smooth I didn't even see him take off. Maybe the camera got it because I ain't see it. Alright, I'm gonna check my phone real quick and we're gonna keep on moving. Oh. So yeah, guys, if y'all haven't been around the channel for a while, or if you're new here, I just want to let you know that July 14th is the official wedding day. I'm getting married July 14th, and I am very, very excited for it. I'm really debating if I should walk the rock side first versus going to the other side, because I feel like those rocks are going to add a lot of structure, but it is kind of a pain to walk through all that, so I might just do what I normally do. The only reason why I don't like walking the other side is, if you look, that house right there with the short fence, the brightest fence, they normally have a really big dog. It has a really, really loud bark, and I don't want to get people's dogs agitated first thing in the morning. You know, people are waking up, letting their dog out, and then I'm out here walking basically in their backyard, just irritating their dog, and I don't want to do that. Save a little nibble. Oh, got him. Little old bluegill. Or is that a bass? That's a little bass. Thought it was a little bluegill, but it's a bass. It's a little bass. You the guy from earlier? You look about the same. Another little bass. These guys are definitely a bit smaller than what we normally catch here. Which is fine. But normally when we come here, the bass are generally fairly large. But generally we'd catch those a bit further out anyways. And we also normally use the imago here because there is some very large bass in this pond. We've also had quite a few droughts and stuff since then. Maybe it's a case that some of them have, you know, either moved on to the larger side or they are no longer alive. Anything is possible at this point. I'm just glad to be catching some fish. There we go, guys. Oh, it's a little guy. I saw a big swirl and I thought we had something bigger. But it's just a little guy. You made a big swirl unless something was chasing you. Another little bass, guys. Smallest one of the day so far. I'm gonna let him go as well, because he deserves freedom as much as anybody else. I did see a pretty big swirl along the bank. That's why I was hoping that's what that was. It was that fish that I saw. But nope. Nothing on this side, so we're gonna try the side behind us. This side's a bit easier to fish because there we go, that feels nice and substantial comparatively to what we've been getting today. Not really big, but might be the biggest one of the day. Not that big. He's not that big, but this is the biggest one of the day, I'd say. Maybe not. The first one still may have been bigger. There we go, guys. Little old bass. The big boys aren't coming out today. I don't know what's going on. But I really do think a lot of them may have expired due to the drought we had a while ago. I mean, it got really, really bad for these ponds. And I think a lot of them may have just starved. Either that or they somehow got to the bigger pond, which this somehow connects to, I'm guessing. I don't really know because I haven't been there. But if you look at that big pile of trees, right on the other side of that is another pond that's probably 2 to 3 times bigger than these. So it's totally possible that they may have gotten over there. Maybe there's like a drainage ditch that I never noticed or connects to some culverts. Or maybe they're just in here and they're just on the far side in the deeper waters, because this side is much deeper than the side behind us. So it's totally possible they've just moved into deeper water. Now there's rock walls here, it even creates even more deeper spots than it used to. It used to be kind of shallow on all sides and deep in the middle. Now it's really deep on this side and shallower on the other side. And I don't really fish with weighted flies, so when they're down really deep, I don't really have a consistent way to reach them without having to cast and wait a really long time for the fly to sink. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to get off these rocks just a little bit. Maybe fish our way back up to the front. Then we're going to change flies. Alright guys, we are on our last battery. I'm almost out of time. Yeah, see, I see little bluegill coming up and trying to eat it, but they're not taking it. So What we might do, no, what we'll do is we'll walk to the end and then we'll switch. Alright guys, we're going to be calling it pretty soon here. Just going to try to fish a few more spots, hoping to get one more at least, and then we can call it. Big old bluegill. See? Is that a reddier? It might be a reddier. Oh yeah. See guys? That's why it pays to fish longer than you're supposed to. Can you quit with that back fin? Thank you. Not your tail fin. Your tail fin's fine. He's so strong. I'm looking for my... Hold on, bud. You are hooked vertically. Easy peasy. There we go, guys. Nice red ear. See the red on the ear there? Very pretty fish. We're gonna look at the colors on the jawline there. Very pretty fish. We're gonna let him go. And of course, because that was so fast, we just gotta do another cast. Come on. That was so fast, I almost didn't even get to pretend that I, have stuff to do. That could have also been what was feeding in that corner. I don't think so, but it could have been. See, the Kabari is always going to give you something. Just don't know what. My problem is when I caught that fish, it did go right over here in that other one's feeding spot, where he's been feeding over here, and little bluegill just snapped at it and missed it. And they're chasing it. Oh. That was a nice little hit. Missed the hook though. Feels like we got a little bass. Might be a gill. It's a little bass. Little old bass. Little bass. Come on, buddy. I think this is the one we've been seeing. Oh! Hey, come here, bud. Hey, come here. Don't do that. You alright? I don't see any bruises. There we go, guys. Come on, camera. Let me see. There we go, guys. I think we're going to call it there. So, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, share, subscribe. And, most importantly, guys, don't forget, if you like this fish, and just don't throw yourself on the rocks, and just take it easy.